Hi, my name is James. I'm with Temp-Air Equipment Sales, and today I wanted to introduce you to our AD8000 dehumidifier and our 2300 fans. The dehumidifier first is rated at 25.9 gallons per day max at 80 degrees, 60% relative humidity. Very simple to operate. The best feature about these units is even without instruction or training, chances are you're going to figure out how to install it. The point is to get, when you have a situation where you've got moisture in a room, to get that moisture up, flowing, and pulled through the dehumidifiers. Most important feature, I think, of these two units is for the end user, all you need is a single extension cord or 15 amp circuit. So in this setup that we've demonstrated for you here, we've got the fan on the end plugged into power, and then daisy chained to that is another fan, and then the third fan, and you'll notice that white plug is the plug to the dehumidifier. So the dehumidifier is actually plugged into the chain of fans, which are plugged into the outlet. A single 15 amp circuit is all you need to power all 4 units, which is very convenient if you're in a small space or in a residence or in a small office that only has a couple of outlets or maybe one available outlet. You can still get airflow. The importance of the 3 fans in the industry standard, we recommend at least 2 fans. It's very important not to just run the dehumidifier, because it's really only pulling the moisture through the unit from the air particles that are around the fan. When you're setting up a dehumidifier, it's important to have proper airflow in the space. And in order to do that, the high velocity fans that you see here are going to help process the air, meaning the moisture that's in the space is also in the corner, up near the ceilings, in nooks and crevices in the space. So we want to get that air moving and get as many air changes per hour as we can to process the moisture and pull it from the air through the dehumidifier and then draining through the condensate line into a drain. When you're setting this up, very simple. There's a power button on top. You hit power, it's going to cycle through. The condenser is going to have a delay of about a minute. There are a couple of features with the dehumidifier that I want to tell you about. And the first one is the Humidistat. You have the option to either turn the Humidistat on or off depending on what the purpose of the dehumidifier is. For example, if there was a water spill or just very high humidity and you need to get as much of the moisture out of the air as possible, then you want the Humidistat turned off and just have the compressor running all the time. You want this pulling as much moisture as possible from the environment. The other great feature about this unit is its portability. For storage of the unit, you need a very compact space to store the dehumidifier, but then where do you put the fans? The way that our Airrex dehumidifiers and fans are designed, they're designed to unbox, pull out of a room, or unload from a truck the stackable dehumidifier and fans. In other words, the fans will fit inside themselves and you can walk around with a dehumidifier with the fans stacked on top rather than making multiple trips, which saves time. So you've bought the 88,000 dehumidifier and now you need additional information. What do you do? Who do you call? We've got QR codes on top of the unit that you can scan and pull the operator manual. You can see the refrigerant required for the unit and any other additional specifications that you're looking for. Here at Temp-Air Equipment Sales, one thing you do not need to worry about is availability of equipment and parts. Behind me is just some of our 88,000 dehumidifiers. In our 40,000 square foot warehouse, we always have more than 5,000 pieces of equipment and a fully stocked parts department We pride ourselves in availability and in rapid response. Oftentimes, these units are needed for emergency situations and you don't have time to wait days or weeks or longer. We are stocked and ready to support whether you need one unit or hundreds of units. If you have additional questions, need additional information, or just want to inquire as to how you can get your hands on this wonderful machine and the accompanying fans, give us a call anytime, day or night, weekends, holidays, it doesn't matter. We're here to help you.